Okay, so your second quiz is just like your first quiz, so we're just trying to get some extra practice in. So hopefully you did the warm-up and you're just using this as a check video. Okay, so here we're going to find the molar mass of barium sulfate. So if you use your periodic table, you need to find barium, sulfur, oxygen. Okay, so 1 barium, 1 sulfur, 4 oxygens added up all together gets us 233.39 grams per, in the word molar, mole. Okay, let's now solve these problems. It says how many grams, so we're looking for grams, are in 8.61 times 10 to the 22 molecules. Okay, so we have a number here, so we're going to write it down. 8.61 times 10 to the 22. Ooh, my handwriting's going out of control here. Times 10 to the 22 molecules. Okay, so molecules to grams, right? So we're going from molecules to moles, moles to grams. That is 2 steps, so it's going to take 2 fractions to get there. Okay, so here our molecules is blue. Whatever's on top must come on the bottom. So molecules comes down here. Every time you see molecules, you think Avogadro's number. Okay, every fraction needs some green in it. But why? Because you're going from blue to green. Molecules to moles. So this is 1 mole. Whatever is on top must come to the bottom. So 1 mole comes down here. Next, we are going to end up in our destination from moles to grams. That is yellow. So we're going to do grams. And here is a compound B2H6. So you need 2 borons and 6 hydrogens. Add them together to get what? 27.668. So hopefully you multiply the top divided by the bottom and got 3.96 number, unit, and our compound B2H6. All right, next, here it wants to know how many molecules are in 4.7 moles. Okay, so we're going from moles to molecules. I'm going to go ahead and write this number down. Okay, now let's determine how many steps it takes. So moles to molecules. So let me erase our old map. Let's go to our new map. We're going from moles to molecules, which is, boom, 1 step, green to blue. Okay, so it takes 1 step. Okay, if moles was on top, moles has to go on bottom. We're going from green to blue. Okay, so 1 mole on bottom, our molecules on top. If you see molecules, you're going to think Avogadro's number. Right? We reached our destination, and so you multiply the top, divide by the bottom, and hopefully you get 2.83 times 10 to the 24. What's the unit we ended in? Molecules of KNO3. So we didn't need the periodic table because we didn't have grams anywhere. So it wasn't, periodic table wasn't necessary. Okay, one last problem here. This is a very tricky problem, so once again, pay attention. It says how many atoms of sodium, so here is an element, are in 41.3 grams of sodium nitrite. This is a compound. Every time you have starting with a compound and ending in an element, you know you have 1 extra step. Okay, so let's start with the number that is given to us, 41.3 grams. Okay, in order for us to go from grams, right, our yellow, to our atoms, which are blue, okay, think about your map here. we need to go from grams to moles, moles to our molecule, then to atoms. So here we have 2 steps. So I'm going to draw 1, 2. Okay, so here grams is on the bottom, or grams is on top, so it needs to come to the bottom. So grams. Okay, you need to find 3 sodiums and 1 nitrogen. So sodium's here, nitrogen's here. Hopefully you added it all up together to get 82.98. All right, we're going to go from yellow to green, which is grams to moles. Every fraction needs a green. Whatever's on top must come to the bottom. Okay, so now from moles, we are going to go to our molecule. So that is our blue color. So let's write that down there, which is 6.02 times 10 to the 23. All right, so we reached this destination at first. So it comes out to be, it's like 2.996. Okay, I'm going to write 3.00 times 10 to the 23. But I'm going to keep that 2.996 on my calculator. Don't remove it. This is molecules of Na3N. But you know you're not done. Why? Because we started with a compound, we're ending in an element. So we have to multiply by what? How many elements this element has, or this compound has. So how many sodiums are in this compound? There are 3 atoms of sodium. So just take the number you already had in your calculator, multiply it by 3, and you should get 8.99 times 10 to the 23 atoms, because we're talking about an element now, of sodium. Okay, so make sure you understand that when you're going from a compound to an element, you have 1 extra step here. All right, if you have any questions, ask the teacher. Good luck.